perspective. From if you don't have an NFT at all, you can still come in, grind those the green Z-Bucks for loot coffins. It's gonna be a pretty special day on the 28th, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's right. Everyone is super excited. I mean, we've been waiting for this moment for like a long time now. I mean, when did you release the beta for the first time? It was like 1 year ago or something like that?
It was about May, so we're about 9 months in, and from our perspective, we're going to be one of the top games on the planet that is actually launched with daily earnings. I think so many of these games have moved away from daily earnings. They say, well, we don't need it. It's not sustainable, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. We're going to show people that it works. That starts on the 28th. We're not going to overextend ourselves. I want people to be very cognizant of the fact that we are the first ones on the planet that are doing this with an actual video game, not a decentralized yield farm, or not something you just click the mouse and earn. So it is going to take some time for us to really tweak the algorithm. We're going to start slow. We're going to make sure everything is working. There's no bugs. People are able to earn. They're going to hit those Z boxes. They're going to get those green. They're going to get those gold Z bucks in their account. So definitely have some patience with us, but we're going live with this thing on the 28th, and that's when you guys are going to be able to start earning. I spoke with Blue Mint at length this morning in terms of their rental contract. Everything has been audited. It's clean. It looks great. They're going to be releasing a hype video as well and a tutorial on how you're going to be able to rent your weapons out. So obviously we're going to promote the balls out of that, and we're going to have our own hype video as well coming out on launch day, showing the mechanics, showing you guys how to get involved. So if you don't already have your weapons and you've been looking on the side and you're saying, okay, I'm going to wait until the launch is coming, we're not moving off the 28th. It is going live at noon on the 28th. So it's a big deadline for us to meet, and we're just excited to be able to get to this point with you guys.
Okay, so what's going to be new? It's going to be like the VIP game modes, the weapon rental through Blooming.io, new zombies, new weapons.
New zombies will be in the next build. So we have a new zombie that's coming in. That's a variant of the spear zombie. It's going to make it much more difficult to really maneuver. We're also going to be introducing different gates into the map where you're going to be gated off. You're going to have to open with a key to be able to get through the map. So it's going to feel smaller until it gets much larger. And then you're going to have the randomization of the weapons. So in your gameplay footage, you're seeing the wall of weapons. That's what you're going to use if you have a weapon NFT. Let's say you have a zombie killer pack, you need to go find that F1. Every single match, where the weapons are placed are going to be completely random. So you're going to have to keep fighting through different houses, and there's going to be different points to get some of the perks, which make it very difficult, one way in, one way out sort of stuff. So just making it more challenging. I think that was the biggest point besides when earnings is, can we make this game a little bit harder? And we're definitely going to be able to do that with the launch of the 28th.
So is the weapon randomization the only thing that's going to make the game harder, or did you change the enemies, made them faster or something? Because right now the game is like, I mean, it's really cool. I really like it so far, but you can't just survive forever. That's the truth. Yeah. Once you get the hang of it, you can just go around, and you can go until like wave 200 if you have the time.
Yeah, and that's the problem with having such an open concept map where you can just run for safety. So, we're constantly thinking of ways to make it more difficult. I don't necessarily hate the fact that you can run forever. If people want to grind this game all day, we want to let them. I think from Mario Kart, it's not that difficult. You can always finish the race, but they're always coming back for more because of that, the competition factor or hitting the question mark box. So it definitely needs to get a little bit more challenging, and I think it will over time. I think smaller maps would actually help. We've been drawing up the concept of the mall map and putting in some initial work, and what we're seeing is we want people to feel like it's a challenge. So maybe a more condensed version of that map before we launch a larger one. Like, there's a lot of different things we can do, but really right now what we're focusing on for the 28th is daily earnings. I think that's what everybody's wanted. I think everyone with an NFT wants that. I think the Undead token holders want utility for the Undead token. You're going to be able to buy loot coffins with Undead, if not on the 28th, I think within probably a week. So giving Undead more utility there, and then just focusing on more maps, more weapons, like you said, more game modes, and more ways to have fun. And then let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, 5 days for the big day. So we have here a question from Adam H. People were asking in Discord about the ability to pause in VIP game mode. This is going to be possible, Grant?
Yes.
Yeah,
yep, you can pause.
You can pause. Okay, that's cool. So if you have to take a leak, you can just you won't get eaten by the zombies.
Yes.
Okay, so what about this daily pool? I mean, you mentioned that it was going to be like a 4-digit figure, but you were going to be a bit conservative. Do you already know, like, more or less how much is going to be the daily pool in gold Z-Bucks? Do you already have a like more precise idea now that we're like so close to the launch?
Yeah, we do, and you guys always press me on that. I can't. We're not going to reveal the algorithm right now. What I can tell you is, I think people are going to be genuinely excited. I'll give you some specifics. I mean, the lowest amount you can make is 0.1 gold Z-Buck if you hit the Z-Box, and one person a day at least, if not more, is going to at least make $100, where they can come in, hit that gold, hit the Z-Box, and then you're going to drop 1,000 gold Z-Bucks. It's going to happen every single day. It's programmed into the algorithm, so. If we don't know how many people are going to play, like I need to find out, okay, we have 3,200 weapons. Let's say we get 1,000 daily active players. Well, at that point, $1 a day, that's not going to seem like a problem for anybody. Like if 3,000 or 3,000 players, it's going to change in terms of what we want to issue to keep people happy in terms of the sustainability model. But I think we need the data. Like there are a lot of people that have an NFT that haven't moved it ever from their wallet. I don't know if they're still involved with Undead Blocks. Like our engagement on socials has been much higher lately. I think a lot of people have just been cautiously waiting on the sidelines, and you're seeing a lot more engagement in Discord, a lot more on Twitter, a lot more on social media. And so I do think that we're going to get closer to that full amount of 3,200 weapons. Now we have 1,500 asset owners as well. Like I know the UBZ guild has 200 weapons. I think Vine has 200 weapons now. Like there's a lot of large guilds that have weapons. I'm sure they're going to be hitting Blue Mint hard with rentals. So I think there will be butts in the seats. I just don't know. So I want a little bit more data. We want to take a look at it. We want to see, okay, how many people are playing? And we want to see what times they're playing. Like, are they playing on the weekends? Do we have more social players playing during the day? And so then we can target more of the boosting. There definitely will be boosting where we'll say we're boosting earnings for the weekend, twice as likely to pop a gold Z-Buck, stuff like that. We can tweak the algorithm very quickly. So more to come. Obviously, we don't want to release all of the specifics. I have to be very careful with what I can say, but just minimums. I mean, if you play every single day, you're going to get at least, one gold Z-Buck. It's going to happen. And if you're that lucky person on that day one or two or three, you're going to have an opportunity to win up to 100. So, from a video games perspective, logging on and having a chance to win big money like that is going to be super unique, and it keeps us sustainable for years. I think, with our Immutable X relationship as well, we just secured a $250,000 grant with IMX, already cash in the bank that we have that we're going to use for tournaments. So expect not only just daily earnings, but also more tournaments as well. So we want to hit both angles hard.
Yeah, I guess this is all very experimental because, I mean, no one is doing what you guys are doing. No one has this model implemented. You guys are basically the first ones to come up with this innovative idea of like daily earnings, the zombie roulette or whatever you called it. So it's all very experimental. And I guess, yeah, it makes sense that you guys then grab the data and adjust algorithm and the game based on that data and based on what the community wants.
Right. Like if there's not a lot of people playing at Tuesday morning, or I'm sure everyone's gonna be playing on the first Tuesday, but like let's just assume like in 2 weeks from now, a random Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the morning, like does that give you a higher chance to pop that $100 gold Z-Box? Probably. Like, should it? I don't know. Like, do we want people to engage, especially when we go multiplayer, right? Like, then we want people to engage more in a social setting. We want people to be hopping into Discord, squatting up with someone. So there's just a lot that we have to learn. Like, we don't have the answers, and we're just basically providing a platform and saying, here's what we're doing. We're offering the daily earnings. It's going to be a fucking blast. But we have to learn ourselves. We have to program and train our own AI to say, okay, what's the optimal way to issue some of these earnings out? But then also focusing on tournaments too. Like we're going to have a $10,000 Genesis holder tournament coming soon from that we just rolled over from the beta. We have a $1,000 Blue Mint Genesis holder tournament coming soon. We're going to have a lot of IMX tournaments where you're going to have to be holding an IMX skin. You can pick one up for a couple bucks on the marketplaces. You got to have one to participate. So lots of different ways to get people involved, different communities engaged. And don't forget, you're also going to be able to grind for those green Z-Bucks to upgrade your weapons. We will have a full upgrade chart available for individuals that are looking to upgrade their weapons within the month. And when I say within the month, it'll be the month of March. So on tomorrow on my AMA Discord, I'm going to tell you guys how much it's actually going to be to purchase a loot coffin with those standard Z-Bucks that you can earn. And we will be having a full slate of upgrade options in terms of going from level 1 to level 2, and then adding weapons to your packs. That will all be available within the month of March. So be looking for that as well.
So it's not going to be on the 28th. Within 1 month.
And the reason why is we don't know how long people are going to play. Like, we have the green Z-Bucks algorithm just like the gold. Like, we don't want to come out and say, okay, it's going to be, I don't know, pick a number, 1,000 green Z-Bucks, and then all of a sudden everyone is just dominating because you're right, they can't die and they're playing 24/7 and they're fully upgraded in a week. Like, we don't want that. So we need to just look at the data and say
that will screw the investment of many people.
Right. So we're just saying, hey, go collect these green Z-Bucks. You're going to be able to use them soon. We're not telling people just how yet, besides getting a loot coffin. I'll tell you exactly how much it's going to be for a loot coffin. It's going to be a lot. People are going to have to grind a lot to get a free asset. But if you're someone that doesn't have an NFT and you want to grind for these skins because you think the game's cool or you want to sell them, you're going to be able to do that. It's just going to take you a long fucking time to do so.
Yeah, what about the skins? I mean, we were discussing the other day in Discord, like some new utility for the skins. There were like some ideas. So you guys are already going to implement a tournament for people who own skins, right?
Yep.
Which other utility do you have in mind for these skins?
Definitely the booster. We're developing the booster model right now. Like, let's say you get 5 commons you can trade in for a chance to win something that's guaranteed to be a rare. 5 rares get you an epic. Stuff like that. Like, don't hold those numbers to credence, but we're working on a booster model similar to how FIFA does it with their cards. Like, you can trade in shit cards and get better stuff. We're also looking at giving some skins in the future utility in terms of increasing your accuracy, maybe increasing your fire rate, and maybe even earn like a daily earnings booster. Like, let's say you acquired the season 1 battle pass skin and then you get a 25% earnings booster. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can do that we're floating around right now. We're really just focusing on the daily earnings.
VIP.
Once that's working and the people are having fun and they're grinding for gold Z-Bucks every day, we can put our creative hats back on and say, okay, what can we do to continue bringing in players to play this game and really fueling a micro economy? But like, all of our assets and resources are just going to be on the 28th, and that's really what we're focusing on. But we are thinking about it. Like, we want to build this game out for a decade. I think zombie games, as long as it's fun and we make more maps and more storyline, like, we can really run this thing. So now the base engine is built, how do you create those fun ways to keep people involved? I think it starts with sponsored tournaments. It starts with loot coffin giveaways. Like, we want people to keep following Bruno and his journey from upgrading an amateur pack all the way to a zombie killer. So we're going to stay creative, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, good games, they stay around forever. I mean, I remember when I was playing Age of Empires 3 like 20 years ago or something. I mean, they still have like a large community. I mean, not even Age of Empires 3. Age of Empires 2 still has like a big community, and that game is old as fuck, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
So if you build a good game, it's gonna last forever for sure.
I mean, look at Mario Kart, right? Like, they just keep reskinning the same game. They just keep putting in different maps. Like, it is the same exact mechanism. You run around the circle. You throw the turtle shell. You throw the banana peel. But people love it, dude. They can't get enough of it. They're obsessed. Yeah. So, yeah, we want people to become obsessed with Undead Blocks because they bought an amateur pack. They randomly started playing, and then boom, they hit the gold Z-Box. And they made $100, and they're like, "What the fuck? Like, that was awesome!" Like, that's where we want to be. So,
did I really earn $100 by killing zombies? I mean, damn.
And we're gonna really promote these people. We're gonna promote the videos heavily, where some content creator says, "I just played a video game and made $100, and here's how." Boom! Like, we're gonna put that all over our socials. We're gonna have a raider program. So we're ready. I've done, I think, 11 different podcasts in the last 2 weeks that are going to be coming out this week, next week, talking about our ecosystem, our game. We're going to have an IMX article coming out. Cointelegraph hit us up. CoinMarketCap hit us up. So, yeah.
It's exciting, man. I mean, I think things are really working out for Undead Blocks and for the community, for the people who invested in the game. Everyone is really, really excited. I think you guys have been growing like massively, and you're doing what no one else is doing in the space. And I really think that Undead Blocks might create a whole new generation of like play-to-earn games for sure. Because, you know, play to earn and it's a sustainable economical model is what everyone is trying to figure out. I've been trying to figure out in like the past year. So if you guys figure that out, if it works out for you, then I think other projects are going to simply copy your economical model and apply it to their project.
Oh, I mean, listen, I've been doing some de facto advising other groups. They come to me all the time and they ask how we're doing things. And like, I can't give them everything under the curtain, under the hood. But what I can do is I can tell them, listen, you got to have some sort of earning mechanism in your game or your Web3 game is done. Like, nobody showed up to Illuvium. Nobody showed up to Star Atlas just to own ships and own Illuvatars. Like, these people invested big money because they want to earn passive income. But you can't just raise all this money and then change the narrative and say, nope, we're not going to offer this at all. Like, you just can't overextend yourselves. It's all about expectations. You got a lot of these NFT people that come in, they want to become a millionaire right away, right? Like, they want to immediately buy 10, flip 9 for a huge profit, keep 1 for sentimental or rent it out. Like, we have to be very cognizant of the fact that people want to make money. I want them to make money. Like, if you look at Undead Blocks, you say, okay, why would you play this over Call of Duty Zombies? They have a bigger budget. They have more cinematography. I'm like, because you can hit the Z box and make some money. Like, that's the trump card over any video game. I think any person that's ever played video games in their life would like the opportunity to make money from it if they could. And so these Web3 games that decide, we're just going to focus on free to own and owning your assets, they're fucked. Like, they're done. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, it's not going to work out. Not going to work out.
I just come out and say it now. People are like, you're much more confident. And it's because I see a lot of deal flow. Like, I see a lot of people that get fed up with this stuff. They either want to buy an NFT to flip and dump on someone else. They want to buy a token because they want it to go 100x, or they're just like, those are the two reasons that they come into Web3 gaming. No Web2 gamers like, you know what, Bruno? I'm sick and tired of playing Candy Crush. I'm coming to Web3 games to own my assets. Like, that's a pipe dream that a bunch of nerds think. Like, that's not happening right now. People come into these games because they say, holy shit, I want to get into the next big tech. I want to make some money. It's true. Like, we want to offer that, but I can't be giving away $50,000 a day. Like, I think everyone is very aware of that. So what I'm going to be able to do is offer sustainability and say, listen, you guys are going to be able to play this game for a long time. You guys are going to be able to grind. Like, you're not going to become a millionaire overnight, but if you have 20 Undead Blocks weapon packs and you rent 19 of them out, you come back in 2 months and you might have a sizable stack there. Then you can do whatever you want with it. Upgrade your inventory, cash some of it out. It's fine because we're fully funded. So that's the goal. And then obviously getting into mobile gaming, right? We want mobile to be the more casual experience, bring in a lot of people, upsell them on the loot coffins, and then use that revenue to pay weapon NFT holders. It really is that simple.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think you guys are like heading in the right direction, and can't wait, just 5 days. So we have here some community questions right now. Let's see. Have the bugs been worked out for Mac users on M1 chip? So how's the situation with Undead Blocks?
Yeah, the optimization on the Mac is, the Mac, just building a Mac game in general is tough, right? Like, it's, the M1 chips, they blow. But I think it's in a good enough spot where you can grind daily. It's probably never going to look as good as the PC version. Say it looks about 95% of the way there. But it is good enough. We've been testing it where you can come in and grind every single day and earn some money.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So LiveCloud here is asking, is your MetaMask connected to your Wagyu account?
Mine, personally?
No, like if you have to connect your MetaMask, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
It's not needed. You can log in with the email and password, right?
Yeah, so with the Wagyu account, you can log in with an email and a password.
Yeah.
And then you can connect your wallet if you want to. You don't have to. So if you have a weapon NFT, you're going to have to, because that's how you get into VIP mode. It reads, hey, I have an Undead Blocks Genesis or Apocalypse pack.
Yeah, but I guess the system needs a way to recognize your assets.
Yeah. Or for Blue Mint, you're going to have to connect your wallet to Blue Mint, and it's going to read, hey, you have this wall, and you enter an escrow contract, and then you're going to be able to rent it out to someone, but it never leaves your wallet. So, yeah.
Okay. What about the Easter egg rewards? When are you guys going to distribute that?
Should be around the time of the airdrop on March 5th. We're still programming it, so give us a little bit of time. I'd like to do those at the same time, the airdrop for the loot coffins and the airdrop for the Easter egg holders. So expect that to happen next week sometime. Let's get through this week of making sure no one is, everyone's having a good time playing Undead and grinding. And then next week we'll focus on the airdrop. And then I'm gonna take a couple day vacation. I can't even play golf. It's too cold here in Buffalo. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just start grinding out. I think I have a couple rookie packs that I've been using for testing. Maybe I'll just become a arms dealer.
Arms dealer.
Yeah.
So we have here Adam H. He wants to like hold a local tournament. What does he have to do to like organize an Undead Blocks local tournament?
Well, step one is just gauge interest. I mean, we want to support anyone that wants to hold local tournaments for this kind of stuff. We do have tournament leaderboard functionality. We're going to be doing a tournament at ETH Denver. I think it's from March 3rd through the 5th. I don't know if there's going to be money involved on that, or it just might be like, hey, people are physically playing. So don't quote me on that. I'd like to get some money in that pool. Hopefully Kyle can find us a sponsor. But if you're interested in holding a local Undead Blocks tournament, we're going to let you use the IP. It's just a matter of what do you need from us to run something like that. But we're definitely open to it.
Okay, sounds good. And we also have another question, which is, so you have like some weapon packs that don't have a knife, but it was mentioned before that everyone starts with a knife, right?
That's correct.
So let's imagine
the veteran pack. So they're talking about the veteran pack where there is no knife featured, but you do get a knife. Yeah.
So can you still upgrade your knife?
Yes. There should be a knife in there. We're working on a hot fix just so you can read it in the game, but the veteran pack will have knife.
Okay.
It's just we didn't put it in the picture.
Okay, sounds good. What about the battle pass system? Do you guys already know like how is that going to work out? When are you going to implement that?
We have a good idea of what we want to do, but in terms of a date for the actual implementation, we're just not ready yet. Like I said, we're really just focusing on the 28th with the earnings, and then everything comes back on the table: mobile, battle pass, more utility for the token, more exchanges on the token. Like we're gonna make some serious noise on the 28th, show people this shit's sustainable and it works, and then just grow from there. But we do have some ideas on what we want to do for the battle pass. And the battle pass eventually is going to, if you acquire the battle pass, you're going to get sequentially numbered skins where they're just going to be stuff that we've never released and we're never going to release again in very low quantity, like lower than what we're doing for Aqua. I'm thinking 25 or less, maybe even 10 or less for some of this stuff, depending on how you complete the battle pass, how fast. Like there's going to be a lot of different ways that make the battle pass fun. It's definitely going to be challenge oriented. Battle Pass might also get you access to specific tournaments and stuff that we have for Battle Pass holders. Everything will be fueled through the Undead token. We're also debating adding utility for Undead token to upgrade your weapons. Like right now it's green plus gold to upgrade. We're thinking green plus gold or green plus Undead to upgrade, trying to give Undead token more utility. So we're thinking about it.
Yeah, because Undead right now, or Undead is going to be used to purchase loot coffins, right? With the discounts. And for governance as well, like vote on the next skins or...
Yeah, voting on skins, voting on game modes, eventually making map changes. It's all going to be fueled through the Undead token. And then the loot coffins discount.
Okay, sounds cool. So, Grant, I want to do a bet. I mean, you've done a bet before. You know, you mentioned that if the 10,000 people will join the tournament, you'll jump into the lake, right? Into a lake.
I did say that.
You mentioned that. But I mean, we didn't get 10,000 players. So, you know, we community members, we are a bit sad. Why don't we make a bet here today about, like, let's imagine if 10,000 people play after the soft launch, you're going to jump into a lake or something like that. Done? Okay.
Done.
Okay. So guys, write this down.
I think we can get there. I do. I think. Okay. I mean, look, we have 3,200 weapons, so that's 30%. I need 6,000 people to play for fun. I think we can get there. So yeah, let's hammer out the terms.
So 10,000 monthly active players.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, write that down. If we get 10,000 monthly active players after the 28th on the soft launch, Grant is going to jump into the lake. What's the name of the lake?
Lake Erie.
Erie. Okay. It's gonna be fun.
I'll tweet that out tomorrow, Bruno.
You have to do it. Let's keep things fun and engaging. Okay, sounds good. So guys, I think it's almost time for some giveaways. What do you think, Grant?
You know we like giving away stuff.
I mean, yeah. Why don't we give
no
away
with
some?
that.
Why don't we give away some loot coffins? I mean, we could do that. So, guys, Grant is all yours. We're going to start the giveaway. So, for the giveaway, what you have to do is just write this down, okay, on the chat, and you're going to be eligible to earn a free loot coffin. We've done this before, okay? We can start right now. And while I organize everything, Grant is all yours. So, Grant, just look into the chat. Do you have the window open?
I love it. I love going through the chat. I fire these things off. When and where will we be able to rent weapons? So on the 28th, you're going to go to bluemint.io. We're going to make it very clear how to get there. And you're going to be able to rent a weapon from an arms dealer. It's going to be able to be done gasless. The only fee that's paid is 5% that goes to Blue Mint for creating and maintaining the escrow contract. So everything is gasless. You're not going to pay gas on the transaction. And we're going to be releasing a hype video and a full tutorial on how to do that. How do you get the battle pass purchased via Undead token? Yes, we haven't released any details on the battle pass, but it will be via Undead token. When will the snapshot be taken for the loot coffin airdrop? It'll be March 4th. 10,000 players on soft launch. You jump into Lake Erie. Yeah, I agree to those terms, and we'll make it very clear. We'll let you guys know how many people are playing. You're gonna be able to see it if you want to hop into a multiplayer match. Let's see. Thought the last free tournament we'd get 10,000. I think we got 6,000 for the last one. So, yeah, I mean, but keep in mind, those tournaments were very much structured for people that were just good at the game. Now that we have this random Z-Box mechanic, we're going to use it in tournaments. And so it's going to be much more random who actually wins. It's no longer going to be about how many kills you get. It's about your highest score that you will get through the Z-Box mechanic, which makes it a lot more fucking fun. We're also going to be bringing back gun roulette for that as well, just to even add more of a randomness factor. Everyone's hyping in Kill to Earn. Appreciate you guys. If you guys know nothing about Undead Blocks, you've probably never watched Bruno's stuff, but I just want to let you guys know we have been working on this for almost 2 years, and everything is coming to fruition on the 28th. It's a huge lift for our team. If there are other content, like Bruno does such a good job, and that's why I come on his show all the time.
Thanks,
because
man. Thanks.
I mean, I want to give you your flowers too, because there are so many Web3 content creators that are saying they're pushing this propaganda that Play to Earn is dead and Play to Earn is a scam. It's just like, fuck that. Like, Bruno's out here every single day showing us like, yeah, Play to Earn is undead. We're going to show you guys it works on the 28th. So I definitely appreciate you, Bruno, for pushing us forward. And I heard a rumor that Bruno got a new job. He's no longer working at McDonald's, so we hope that the Web3 content will continue to rock and roll with his new role. But yeah, McDonald's is going to be very upset. I'm about to go there after this AMA and get myself a little lunch because I haven't eaten anything today. But I won't be seeing Bruno in the line. That's unfortunate, but we've done a lot of these, and Bruno's been one of our biggest supporters, and I definitely want you guys to keep showing him love and keep sharing his content because he's the homie.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate those words, Grant. I mean, I really like the game. I really believe in you guys. And yeah, I really think that Undead Blocks might just, change the way people see Web3 gaming. I mean, we've been waiting for this for a long time, like so many projects that, I mean, some of them even have like good games, but none of them managed to deliver this like Web3 gaming play to earn experience, and this might be it, this might be it. I saw potential since day one. That's why I also support you guys.
Well, there's so many groups that have raised 10, 15, 20, 75 million Pixelmon, and they don't know what they're doing. They're just fumbling over themselves, and they don't know how to bring anything to fruition. Like we're doing this off of $2 million in a seed round, $2.5 million on an NFT sale, which majority of that's going back to weapon NFT holders. Like, this is the model. This is the economy. Like, imagine what happens in the next 10 years. We raise 10, 15, 20 M's. Like, we can actually change the world and show people how to build a sustainable, fun video game where you can make money. This is just the beginning, guys. If you're watching, I appreciate every single one of you for your support.
Thanks a lot, man. Those words mean a lot to me, like I've been putting so much work in this YouTube channel and everything. And yeah, right now, the truth is my YouTube channel is like mainly focused on Undead Blocks, and I'm going to keep supporting the game. And can't wait for the 28th, man. I think it's going to be huge. I think we're going to really revolutionize Web3 gaming. So thanks a lot for the support, Grant. Thanks a lot for the support, guys. And I think it's time to spin the wheel. What do you think, Grant?
Spin the wheel.
Let's do it. Let's see who's going to be the lucky survivor to take home a free loot coffin. And we have Achdav again, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. You got yourself a free loot coffin. So now let's shuffle. Okay. And I promise that I'm thinking about a better way to do giveaways because it's a bit like, not the most efficient way. So let's spin it again. Let's see who's going to be the second survivor take home a free loot coffin. And Master of Bytes. Congratulations, man. So guys, just send me a DM on Twitter and also follow me on Twitter because I'm always tweeting about Undead Blocks. And I'm going to give you all the news through the YouTube channel and also through my Twitter account. And I'm going to send you those two loot coffins. Congratulations, survivors. By the way, we're going to get a loot coffin airdrop for the Genesis holders, right?
That's correct. If you have an amateur pack, you're getting 10. If you have a survivor pack, you're getting 20. If you have an assassin pack, you're getting 30. If you have a zombie killer pack, you're getting 50 loot coffins that you can use to hunt for those really high-end skins that I think we all know and love. And if you guys also want more Undead Blocks content, I'm doing the last AMA before launch tomorrow at noon, and that's in our Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, come and hang out. We're going to be detailing everything, launch details, taking all of your questions. So definitely don't want to miss that one as well.
Yeah, guys, don't miss out the last AMAs of every AMA. How did you guys call it?
The AMA to end all AMAs.
That's true. That's true.
I think we're going to get about 200 people in there. We got 163 that have committed to going. We usually get a little bit more than that too when someone gets the ping. So, yeah, this is exciting times, and we're going to take the weekend. Myself, Isaac, Michael, Carson, Kyle, Anthony, and just review everything, make sure it all looks good. We're working with our dev team. We have a new build coming in internally on Friday that's going to have every single thing locked up. There's some stuff that we have to clean up in our UI for the game, like the lobbies and stuff, but the actual game itself is looking really smooth, and we're just really excited to give you guys this on noon on the 28th of February. That's when you want to be ready. Noon, I say noon, like you guys all know what area code I'm talking about. Or area code? What do you call that when you time zone? My God,
time zone.
You guys can tell I've been getting much sleep lately. So 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is when we go live on the 28th.
Okay,
and I'm gonna go take a nap now.
Can't wait. So guys, thanks a lot for the support. Okay, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Going to be streaming and creating Undead Blocks content almost on a weekly basis. Also make sure you follow Undead Blocks social media and. Don't miss the AMA to end all AMAs. Thanks, Grant. Thanks, survivors. Play2Earn is Undead. See you in the metaverse.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.